Chris here, and today I want to talk about Assetto Corsa Competizione and Le Mans Ultimate and a little bit of iRacing. But let's continue with Assetto Corsa Competizione first, because I've been having this issue here where I see this message that no servers in your region are available, and apparently this is not just an issue for me but a global one. The public servers are, for all intents and purposes, that I don't see any changes that it will come back online, and especially since it's been 2 months for me. But I figured out that if you want to play online more competitive, that you would go to low fuel motorsport. And you know, it's kind of interesting because it has a massive player base, daily races, and it's a life changer for Competizione community. Or you can try pit skill, but be warned about that. Maybe 10% of the player base is active compared to LFM, which is the shortest of low fuel motorsport. And so far you can only report once or twice if you do a race, but if you have multiple trolls or multiple crashers in your race, be prepared to throw down some money, otherwise you won't be able to report other stuff. Now, I've been looking online, and some actually call Pitskill a pay-to-win platform because of the extra power you gain just by paying. I've checked LFM, so low fuel motorsport, and I don't see any of those paid options. You can become a tier subscriber and stuff like that, but nothing seriously that would give you upper hand to someone else. It's more just of looks, and that's about it. That's all I could find. It's just really weird that a company, a third-party company like Pitskill, is providing all these benefits if you pay a monthly subscription. I understand it, just not everyone is gonna do it, and it's kinda unfair in a way that you will gain special powers above other drivers, I would say. Not per se as in a winning or a pay-to-win situation, although people online call it a pay-to-win platform. I don't really agree with it, nor I'm a big fan of it. I did a race which was a pretty big race. It was even live streamed and commentated by a person. I accidentally hit a person in front of me that hit his brake so hard that his whole car locked up, and I was behind him. And we weren't at the braking point yet. As we all know and probably have learned, a braking point is where you brake your vehicle before the corner, and this person was doing it throughout the whole corner, me ending up in the rear of him, and I got punished for that. Now, I've also been looking online about this issue with the competition servers, and it seems like multiple people have this issue. So like I said in the beginning, it's not just European, it's globally, it's in America, it's in Asia. It's sad that we are not really getting any updates on it, because in my experience, it's been a bit over 2 months now that the server went offline, and I don't understand why it would take that long, but something inside of me is telling me that it most likely will not restart, since they are probably gonna be focusing on Evo. Now, Evo is another product of Kunos, and it's sad to say, but I really hope Kunos is going to fix, first of all, the server issue that they have on Competizione. And it would be nice if they do some updates on tracks, because there have been some track updates in real life. But Kunos is lacking in both games as well as in Competizione. As in Evo, we have not been seeing a good update that could improve something. Now, I have to agree, Competizione as a whole game is really fun to do, but it's lacking the online compatibility right now. So I'm changing to LMU for now, so Le Mans Ultimate. Of course, LMU has its own problems, like for example, there are tiers, as you can see on the screen right now. You can go for a free one, a lower tier one, or the Pro Plus. And what basically the Pro Plus gives you, if you pay the highest amount tier they have, you basically get all DLC for free. Now I have to be honest with you, I don't really have an issue with that. It seems like $80-ish or 80-ish euro a year is not so bad if you are a competitive racer and if you race for a long periods of time. If you just go online every single day for one race, it's not worth it. And let's be honest about that, it never will be. Just like games like in World of Warcraft, is you just go online just to, I don't know, are there daily rewards? I don't know. But for example, if you just go online for one dungeon or for one raid, in my opinion, it's not worth it. But anyway, so let's move on about that. I want to talk about Competizione as a whole and the future of LMU. So LMU is Le Mans Ultimate, and we all know LMU has just announced yesterday that there will be 3 DLCs coming out. I already hear you. Why are they announcing 3 DLCs? Patch 1.0 just came out, which is the official release, and they're already announcing a DLC, 3 DLCs before patch 1.1. I agree with that. Why are they doing that? But again, I understand we need to have more tracks in the game. I mean, the ones that we have now is like 7 to 9 or 10-ish. In my opinion, it's okay. I don't mind it. I think it's a good chance to learn those tracks inside and out. If you're gonna start adding too many tracks, people are gonna get lost. It's gonna be more fun though, but you're gonna be more lost. You're gonna have to spend more time into learning the track, because 2 tracks in 2 games, for example Spa-Francorchamps, play it in Competizione, it feels different, way different than in Le Mans Ultimate, and actually visually too. I'm pretty sure that Competizione didn't update any of those tracks, and that is why they're visually different. But enough about that. So we are hoping that LMU is going to hit off. We hope they're not gonna do a money grab, because for right now it sure feels like it. It feels like we're paying them for DLC that is supposed to be in there. But okay, let's just hope that LMU is going to do the same thing with servers like in low fuel motorsport, but I hope that they will keep it to themselves. So for example, LMU also does have an LFM style platform, which is for some a no-no, but I honestly like to see LMU doing it themselves instead of relying on a third party. So in that case, I really hope, please LMU, Le Mans Ultimate, stay together. Don't let third-party programs or platforms decide the races on your game. Because I don't know, it feels weird. There are stewards on those platforms that can be corrupt. They're stewards. They're not doing it correct. It's all kind of jangling. It doesn't matter. Now there's a third game. It's called iRacing. Maybe the answer is iRacing, but I can't really talk about that because I have no idea how it works. And to be honest, I had a year-long subscription at 50% off, but I never really got into it. I did try to do the off-road one, which was quite fun. It had some jumps and everything, but at that time my force feedback was so high that my whole rig was shaking every time I jumped with that truck. So, well, not really a truck, but you know what I mean. And yeah, the problem was, as soon as I started playing that game, the first week or 2 weeks was really fun, but it has the same issue as it has with Assetto Corsa Competizione and Le Mans Ultimate. It also has trolls, and it also has people that crash into you. And I understand that sometimes they can ban you for a couple of days or a couple of weeks, but that doesn't really change depending how many people play. Ban 1, there are still 50,000 left. I can still troll. And for example, in World of Warcraft, do one thing, the other people, they see what you did and they can do the same thing. And you need to go all around the server or ban everyone before it quits or stops. So that's the problem with trolls, and I see that with every single game that has an online service. So it doesn't really matter what game you go for. I would say at this point, just choose what you think is best for you. But the problem with iRacing for me personally is the costs of the tracks and the cars. So yeah, all I know is that every vehicle and track costs money. You get a tiny handful of beginner cars and a couple of tracks. But if you want to expand, you have to lay down some serious cash on top of a monthly fee just to keep using the service. So my personal take is, I can only recommend one thing. Do your research before you decide. Any of these games can easily cost $30 to $70 for the base game. And the DLC will also cost money. An addition on top of the base game. As a sim racer myself, I prefer Assetto Corsa Competizione via Low Fuel Motorsport for a competitive scene, and LMU, Le Mans Ultimate, via their own online servers for more casual ones. You can play online for free. You can just change your skin. You need to pay for that if you want to change your skin on Le Mans Ultimate. So unless you don't really care about your car skin, I would just suggest be free and just race online. But I also read somewhere that if you wanna do competitive racing, so on the competitive servers of LMU, you're gonna have to need a subscription, not a free one. So the cheapest one I believe is $6 or $7 monthly, of course, and I believe a year subscription is about $40 to $50. So yeah, it's up to you what game fits best with you. Assetto Corsa Competizione, LMU are more casual in their general approach. iRacing is an amazing game if you jump online every single day, do a few runs and want to climb that ladder. You know, that's all about iRacing and sim racing in general. Like, you want to become better, you want to get higher rating, and you want to be first, you want to win every single race, although that is not going to be possible, but nevertheless we will try. But you know, that is my take on those three games, and there are more games, I'm well aware of that, but I have no relation to those games. I have never tried those games, and I will most likely never will. And that is purely because Automobilista and 2 and all that stuff, they mainly have the same kind of platform like iRacing, where you pay for your car and pay for the tracks, or you don't pay for the tracks, you pay for the car. I'm not sure how it is, but people are telling me you need to pay additionally on top of the game, although the game is for free, I believe, or I've seen it for free on Steam. Maybe it was a free weekend, I don't know what it was, but it's up to you. Do what you enjoy the most, I would say, and just have fun. Don't take sim racing too serious, but once you're on the track, just keep an eye out for each other. We all are trying to improve our ratings, safety ratings, driver ratings. We're trying to level up, we're trying to rank up, all of us are. So for the love of God, if you're new on a game and you are scared of the first corner, just back off. Just don't get into crashes, because you will be stuck forever in the rookie category forever. So if you want to get out of there as soon as possible, because you want to go higher and higher and higher, because the higher you go, more people will be more professional, not in driving skill, well, also in driving skill, but also in not trying to hit you. I've had that many times, that I'm having a break point where I'm a bit too slow or a bit too fast, and I just wham right into you. It's like, you have eyes, don't you? You can see my lights flare up when I'm hitting the brake. Don't you have a reaction fast enough to go next to me or besides me or something like that? It's like if you're too close to the opponent in front of you and you don't know his braking line, just keep distance. You're not gonna overtake that person in that corner anyway. It's only when you're in the corner or out of the corner, but not when you're going inside of the corner. Be careful with that, especially on very early ranks. People will bump into you. There will be times that you won't even finish the race because of it. You will just get a DNF, you will just get minus points, you will get frustrated and you will quit the game. I've been there, I've felt it, I've been frustrated by it, I've been even angry with it, and only promising myself to play against AI. Now, playing with AI is not so fun, as we all might know. It's okay to learn, and it's okay to understand the track and the vehicle you're driving, but you wanna obviously go online. So that's my little tip to you. I've been a sim racer now for quite a while, and when I'm not sim racing in the game, I am racing in real life. So let's just say, be careful, look around you before you do some kind of maneuvers. If you're not sure about the braking point of the person in front of you, take some space between the two cars, and in general, give each other space. That's all I really have to say. But without further ado, if you like this kind of video, because I've been mumbling way too long in my opinion, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell and notification button, and I will see you next week. Next week I will be starting a video again that looks like a realistic view of me racing. As you can see in the video here, I am using my helmet. I only put my helmet on so I can kind of hide myself. And as you can probably see a bit of the front of the helmet, there is a GoPro mount on it. I am using my Asus ROG Ally adapter to charge my GoPro, because if I use a battery, it heats up and it overheats. I also find that the batteries are pretty quickly dead, so you can have like a 40 to 50 minute recording session on 4K 60 FPS. So therefore I mainly use the adapter that came with my Asus ROG Ally. I remove the GoPro battery and just plug it in, and it goes. I don't have to worry about overheating, I don't have to worry about battery levels. It just go as long as I want, as long as I need it to be. Anyway, let's stop rambling here. See you guys next time. Thank you and bye bye.